Beneath the shifting sands of our world's greatest deserts lie secrets silenced by time. What appears to be an empty wasteland is actually a graveyard of empires. Today we peel back the layers of the earth to reveal the civilizations that once thrived, where now only silence remains. Why do deserts hold these ghosts? Thousands of years ago, these arid zones were green paradises, the cradles of humanity's first great strides. But as the climate shifted, these cities were not just abandoned. They were preserved sealed in a time capsule of dry sand and mystery. This is more than just a history lesson. It's a detective story on a global scale, and the clues are buried right under our feet. Deep in the Libyan Sahara, the Garamantians built an empire where life seems impossible today. They didn't just survive, they mastered the desert. How? By engineering an incredible network of underground irrigation channels called Sahara, stretching for hundreds of miles. This ancient plumbing system tapped into fossil water deep beneath the sand, allowing them to cultivate crops and build flourishing cities. The evidence found here rewrites the history books, proving the Sahara was once a corridor of commerce, not a barrier. It was a bustling highway of trade and culture, powered by ingenuity that we're only now beginning to fully appreciate. Then there's the legendary Atlantis of the Sands, the city of Ubar. For centuries it was believed to be a myth, a fable about a magnificent city rich from the frankincense trade that was destroyed by God for its wickedness. But in the 1990s, using data from the space shuttle, researchers spotted ancient camel caravan tracks converging on a single point in the vast emptiness of Oman's deserts. The truth they found was stranger than fiction. Ubar was real, but it wasn't divine wrath that destroyed it. The city was built over a massive limestone cavern, which collapsed under the city's weight, swallowing it whole into the earth. Further east, in the deserts of Turkmenistan and Afghanistan, lies another forgotten world, the Oxus civilization, also known as the Bactria-Margiana Archaeological Complex. Immense fortress-like cities such as Gunner Tepe reveal a sophisticated Bronze Age culture that rivaled Egypt and Mesopotamia. They had their own writing, unique art, and complex religious beliefs. For a long time, no one knew they existed. This civilization was the original heartbeat of the early Silk Road, a vibrant melting pot of ideas and goods that connected the East and West long before we thought. And then, as the rivers shifted and the climate changed, it simply vanished into the dunes. History, it seems, has a formidable enemy, nature itself. We often think of history as being shaped by kings and conquests, but climate is the silent protagonist. Drastic climate shifts turned grasslands into dust bowls, forcing mass migrations and collapsing entire societies. The wind is a patient eraser, a relentless sculptor that buries monuments under miles of silica, smoothing stone into sand and hiding the incredible achievements of our ancestors from their descendants. But the sand can no longer hide the truth. We are living in a revolutionary era for archaeology. With technologies like LiDAR, which uses laser pulses to map the ground from the air, satellite thermal imaging that can detect buried stonework, and AI analysis that sifts through massive data sets, archaeologists can now see beneath the surface without digging a single hole. We are entering a golden age of discovery, where technology transforms barren landscapes into detailed maps of the past, revealing lost cities faster than ever before. And the quest is far from over. As governments across the globe begin to collaborate and our technology becomes even more advanced, we stand on the precipice of finding the next Troy, the next Pompeii. Who knows what other empires lie sleeping beneath the sands? Every grain of sand moved, whether by a brush or a laser beam, brings us closer to understanding the incredible resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit. These lost worlds are not just ruins. They are warnings, lessons, and legacies. They teach us about climate change, about the rise and fall of civilizations, and about our own place in the long story of humanity. By unearthing them, we reclaim a piece of our shared heritage. History is waiting just beneath our feet. We only need the courage to look. Thank you for joining this journey. If you found this as fascinating as I do, consider subscribing for more adventures into our forgotten past.